Today, we're going to show you how to fit our audio steering wheel controls into your GU wagon. Now these controls are to suit from GU Series 3 and onwards. Okay, first thing you should do, because we're removing the airbag, is disconnect the battery. Now there's two little plastic circle trims on the back side of the steering wheel, one on each side. Now through those holes, there's two anti-tamper Torx heads in a T30. Now once they're out, you should be able to remove the airbag forward. Once the airbag's forward, you can then remove this yellow plug for the airbag. It's got a plastic piece on top that you need to get under and lift up and then pull out. And then you'll have your plug at the bottom. Now we've got that off, let's go to the bench and fit up the loom. Okay, now we've got the airbag on the bench, let's remove the original wiring loom. These plugs just slide on. Now we've got that off, let's remove the plastic trim here. All you need is a Phillips head screwdriver. Undo these two screws. Once you've got that removed, it's now time to fit the audio steering wheel controls. Now once you fit those, it's time to fit our wiring loom. Pretty simple, it will only plug in one way. Making sure you slide this piece on. Now make sure that with this terminal, you put it on for the horn. Now there's two terminals here, either is fine, but make sure you don't put it on this terminal by accident, otherwise your horn will be stuck on. Okay, now that's done, time to fit it back into the vehicle. Now you've got your wiring loom all fitted up, it's time to fit it back to the vehicle the same way you removed it. Okay, now once that's all back together, your steering wheel's either going to work with your stereo, but if it doesn't, don't worry. Some vehicles come with the pre-built-in wiring, but some don't. If yours doesn't work, you're most likely going to need to run a wire from the back of the clock spring to the stereo. So we've supplied you here with this wire. So now what we're going to do is show you which plug you need to put it into the back of your clock spring and run it up to the back of your stereo. You need to undo the 3 Phillips head screws at the bottom of the column surround. Once you've got them out, you need to grab the top of the column surround and just pop it up. And then the lower section, you'll need to just give a bit of a pull down. Okay, now that's off. This is the wiring in the back of the clock spring. And there'll be 2 green wires in the back of it, one with the black trace and one solid. If you've got a vehicle that allows for the steering wheel controls from factory, it'll have this solid green. If you don't, you'll need to push your white wire into here and run it up to behind your stereo. Now, if you've got a GU3, the back of your clock spring is going to look a little different. The plug should look a little something like this. And just like before, it'll have a green with black trace. Now you'll need to put in the spare space next to it, your white wire, to connect up to your stereo. Now please refer to the installation manual for your stereo to figure out which wire on the back is for your steering wheel controls. Now don't forget, once you've got it all installed, you'll then need to program the buttons to your head unit. So please refer to the installation manual of your head unit to figure that out. And if you're looking for parts for your Patrol, make sure you head over to patrolapart.com.au.